Yo, what's good, YouTube? We are back.
Can we please talk about what... Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Classic
Thank you,
Ravenclaw.
Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
So you're gonna snitch.
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
Bro, the games needed more dialogue like
find
this,
out what Ranrock knows.
This was great.
Watch for my owl.
All right. I'm telling you, it's so frustrating how hit and miss the main story is of this game. It really is. Such a shame. I really hope they end it and, you know, the end is stronger than what it's been so far. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. There's some parts that's great, and then there's some parts that's, yeah, almost like filler. Okay, so we'll probably be sent some stuff. I kind of want to get that spell because it sounds badass. And we're quite close to it. So let's do that. I feel like Is it hold A? I've forgotten how to go fast. Light speed RT. It doesn't feel like you're going fast. It's so weird.
Who lived here?
Someone's up to... Suppose it's worth a look. Didn't bring anyone to start.
Alright. So we Leviosa.
Whoa.
What is it we need to catch the Duracal and the giant purple toad? That's a Duracal right there.
Levioso! This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Oh shit.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Hey guys.
Did you hear that?
What are we even doing here? We ought to be at the hospital. You're alive, baby.
Get ourselves a purple toad. Down, boy.
Levioso!
Oh. What the hell is it then?
Protego! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Confringo! Accio!
Bloody hell there, mate.
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Defindo!
Damn!
Incendio! Defindo! Protego! Incendio!
Holy crap, these things are hard to kill.
Defindo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Jeez, there's so many of them.
Protego! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defendo!
Chill!
Incendio! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio!
These bosses just ain't dying.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Defendo! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Defendo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo!
Jeez, talk about saving this murder in the wildlife. Alright, that'll do it. Holy crap.
Revelio!
It's still not dead.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Alright, where the purple toads at?
Levioso! Expelliarmus!
Oh!
Confringo! Levioso!
The Leviosa then.
Revelio!
So we just murdered a whole family of them bastards. Oh, I just want a purple toad, man. Oh, there they are.
Levioso!
Gotcha.
Assignment's all finished.
The beasts class we go. Cool. Hey, we got a ton of XP there, I'd like to think, from killing all of those things. It do be daytime. What a coon. Oh, it's the thing out of Fantastic Beasts. The treasure thing. That's definitely good for your eyes.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this.
I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
Good.
Let's
The
go.
exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people.
Good. What the?
I will, Professor.
I will hold you. Now, you must be precise. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Good. This should be fun.
Well done. Now, let let us put it into practice, shall we?
What is it, this? Oh my god. Cool. I like Incendio though, I was gonna get rid of it. I guess screw that, right?
Accio.
Quiet on the pumpkins.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work.
Beautiful.
Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured
24?
and in control.
So close. Alright. Find the location of the third Keeper trial. Damn, okay. Huh? So where's that? I guess here? Some loud ass. Oh, it's Christmas.
Wonder how Sharp injured his leg.
Confringo.
Something to do with his
Expelliarmus.
It's so much better when it gets dark earlier. I'd spend all night in that astronomy tower if they'd let me. How can you not?
Okay, the map chamber, right? I could have sworn we found out that you can there it is, teleport. Secret rooms. Why didn't the game just... Ah, you know what, never mind. Totally not going to be a frustrating puzzle that I can't do, right?
Welcome
Surely.
back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself.
He's not been in the
You'll
the
need
game
to
at
access
all.
the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
I really hope it's a different style of whatever these are called, trials. That would be great. I mean, the fact that it's in Hogwarts gives me hope that it might be, but... Grow and harvest fluxweed. Very quickly while we're waiting for this quest to pop up.
The headmaster's office. Perhaps Professor Fig...
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
No, Deke. Ooh. No! How do I make something else instead of Dittany? Oh, there we go. We don't have the seeds. Alright, well, it is. Can I help you,
Would
bud?
like to talk
I'm just
with
gonna
you when you have a
breeze through
moment.
this. Oh, it's just a side quest. Just identified gear. Okay, let's put our best gear on. Ooh, 63. That's big. Why do I have that equipped? Nice. Get some ugly ass legendaries, but the stats are good. Okay. What? How do I change this? Oh, of course, I don't have none of the, I remember now, I need to get all the bloody... feed things and stuff. Well, this will do for now. Get our potion.
The Deke would like to talk.
No, Deke, I'm busy. To the astronomy wing we go? I guess it's... Oh, Professor Fig, okay. The OG himself.
All too well.
And you know I like a good cauldron cake. Rascals, going without me. I had mentioned.
What was that guy doing? Buddy!
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A
Oh,
polyjuice
sick.
potion.
Okay.
You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy.
Nice.
Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I
Professor
should explain
Fig's
more.
a G. Jeez, you sure you got enough there, mate? Oh, right.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
Oh, and that's why Quidditch isn't in the game.
But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
This is cool. Shouldn't I know Avada Kedavra? Ah, he's probably a weak, foolish bloody...
Professor, a moment of your time.
Oh,
Professor,
God.
I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I'll decide what's best.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry. Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
You did. Where's the headmaster full sprinting everywhere?
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Know your place, fool.
Has anyone seen my ivory...
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Professor, a word?
Oh, shit.
Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Please do!
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment.
How did he get to
None at
headmaster?
all. Move aside.
Oh, probably because of his name.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
What have you been doing?
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom,
Miss
by
Broom.
the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Why do they call him
Charms,
owls?
sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new 5th year seems to be.
Well, they're as good as invisible to me, sir. Rotten little extortionist holding my
Oh,
diary
oh,
hostage.
What was that, Broom?
Nothing, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
God, he's literally got more personality than our main character.
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the
Oh,
Professor.
shit.
I need to speak to you. Hello,
GG's.
Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
And I don't miss him.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new 5th year seems to be spending away
What
from
a
the castle.
snitch!
Supposedly
Filthy
on Professor
Weasley.
Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Brilliant. And we'll call it there.
Job. Leeway for Professor.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to
I shall
like
never
and subscribe.
understand
See you
that
guys
now.
next time. Bye-bye.